Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to review Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Uh, this is the fourth installment in the franchise. Starts off the franchise, that is. It starts off terrifically with number one. Um, uh, there's a particularly great scene with a truck chasing our main protagonist, and it's like it goes back to another film that was made years prior, and like that sort of filmmaking of using trucks as this living, breathing, monster that's attacking our protagonist, and they do that here in Jeepers Creepers Reborn at the start, the intro, and it features Dee Wallace, and she's like a she's been in films for many years, great acclaimed films that many of us really love, and her acting was phenomenal, man. The little scenes that she did have, she was only in it briefly, just for the intro. She was fantastic. You could really see on her face. Um, yeah, like they replicate that scene from the first one. The truck chasing some elderly citizens, and it's just not the same, and it doesn't work, and it's ineffective. Now, so the word ineffective is what I'll use to sum up this whole film. Um, Very low budget, which is not an issue, but it's the way you use virtually no money, right? And like the nowadays CGI is used prevalently, isn't it? And the CGI is terrible. And like the CGI already, I have like I'm already battling against in all films. So then when you use CGI and you use it terribly, it's like, oh, like, I can't vouch for it in any such way, can I? Yeah. What actually drew me, I would have watched this film anyway because I watch all the Jeepers Creepers films. I love the idea of the creeper, yeah, love the idea of the creeper. Every 23 years attacking the village, and obviously in this film, it's got meta references to the previous adventures of the creeper. Yeah, so like the town have turned into like certain town members are like this cult following for the creeper who, like, they've got voodoo dolls, they've got a little setup, they feed the creeper with humans when he's ready to come back, and that as a premise, that's not particularly bad. That could work. I'm on board for it anyway. But it's just here. It's like certain characters. They set it up for like you don't know who to trust, although you don't really care, because you're only following these two people, and like everyone they meet looks a bit dodgy anyway. And then like you're led to believe this one dude. I think in the this one dude who's part of like the horror festival that our protagonists go to in this town where the creeper is famous or infamous. You're led to believe that this one dude is like one of the cult members that is going to like lure our protagonist to their death, and like it turns out that he's not. He's one of the good guys. Uh, yeah, and it's just like who's a cult member, who's not. Why are you trying to set it up that way? And yeah, but so the the two leads, you've got Sydney. She's the unexpected hero. She's actually the one that's like, she's the chosen one. She's having visions. She's pregnant. She's susceptible to the creeper. The creeper wants her blood. Wants her baby's life force. And so she's the unexpected hero. She's not even the horror hound. Our dude Imran. See, Imran, you see, that's the actor's name. He's her boyfriend, and he's all for horror. He's loving it. He's a bit like vouching for the audience. A lot of the people that watch horror films love horror films, right? So, and he's a horror hound, and they're going to the horror hound festival. I think that's a real festival, by the way, and it's like maybe horror hound, maybe put some money into it. I shouldn't really say that because I don't actually know, but there was lots of horror hound promotions and posters and whatnot in this film, and I'm led to believe that it is a real festival. So yeah, Imran, he's from British television, man, from soaps, and it's just great to see yet another soap actor. Not necessarily promote because, like, there's no promotion or taken away from the fact you're on British television or whatnot on a soap, but like he's now in films, right? And like more power to him. You know, it's great to see him, and there's been many names from the particular soap that he was in gone on to massive, you know, HBO television series, and films. So it's great to see another British star, just even in a horror film as well. I was over the moon to see him in a horror film. So yeah, people take issue with how the creeper looks in this one. I don't take issue. I think, you know, practical is always best. You know, practical makeup and how he looks in, you know, one and two. That's the best portrayal of the creeper. And you want to be on those levels. You know, even if he doesn't look like that, you want to be on those levels of greatness. And so obviously he's not, but I didn't mind what he looked like. You know, there's quite a bit of fighting, but overall, it's not a great film. No. You know, it's probably better than number three because number three was abysmal. You know, you couldn't even work your head around what was going on in the plot. You know, so at least you could get your head around A to B on this one. It's just obviously the script wasn't strong. You know, the dialogue and whatnot. And there was a pretty cool scene where the boyfriend and girlfriend are like in this hotel for the night, and like she's got all these little horror outfits that he's like set up for her to go to the festival for. That was probably the best bit. You know, she's changing into all these horror icons. You know, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, they get lured by the cult to go to this like escape room, like Jeepers Creepers themed escape room. But obviously they've lured them there so the creeper can go and eat them, you know. And yeah, so you know, and there's only like 4 kills on screen. It's yeah, 4 kills. 3 kills happen off screen. Um, not much in the way for gore. The kills are uncreative. Yeah, so I mean, obviously the filmmakers, you know, probably wanted to make the film, whether or not they're like in love with the IP of the creeper, and that drove them to like, even though they had no budget, they just really wanted to make the film, or it was a fact that, you know, they're filmmakers and they had the chance to set up a deal where like they couldn't get a lot of money, but they wanted to make a film, so they made Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I don't know that sort of side of things behind the scenes. Um, but yeah, they made this film, which is better than number three. It's just not very good, you know. I won't. It's going to be difficult to go back to this one and find enjoyment out of it. You know, it's not exciting. It's not fun. Um, I did like the couple, um, but yeah, other than that, it's not a very good attempt. You know, but yeah, that was Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Thank you.